It seems an ad break started, so rip Twitch. In the meantime, let me get Hatoful Boyfriend up. I was jamming to some music. I didn't want to stop. And let me get the chats up. Hello everyone. We're back with Hatoful Boyfriend. Which one is the correct save? The bunch for 21st, 21st, well, 9:10 on the 21st. No, that's not 9:10, that's 8:10. 8:12. So it must be this one. No, that's the 14th. My bad. 21st then. This is the wrong one. This is not the right save. Which one is the correct save? April? Oh, my bad. That's March. Okay, this one? How festive. April 19th. April 19th. April 19th. This is 9/11. Okay, so it must be this one. Now to set the timer. I almost forgot. Uh, 175 minutes. Time to do my terrible French impression. Oh, wait, first, let me tell my little... Yeah, I just did. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One... I keep mispronouncing it as one instead of One. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside to Mr. One.
I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit.
Our worst predictions? Do you know something?
Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone.
We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one.
I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One? Are you really just a maintenance worker?
An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly.
Leon JB?
I am Leon JB, one of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party, S-Class Agent. Pleased to meet you.
The Dove Party? It looks like a cockatiel to me.
Not a dove.
I have heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct?
You are well informed, young one.
How loud is this music? Okay. It seems that I'm loud enough.
It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought of driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Oak Party, who believe we should exterminate them.
Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over.
They really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together.
Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at this school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened.
Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed mccringe as a representative.
I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions.
Oh, you got it open! Thank you! They should speed things up a little. Let's look inside.
The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza.
The human representative. This is talking about mccringe, no matter how we look at it. 2187. That's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest.
The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protest of any human reprisal will not be tolerated.
If Booboo is to die? So her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part is this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Booboo, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give to the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will be open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So, this was the true face of our enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start.
Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, this school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of sane pigeonations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real.
It's kind of hard to take all this in at once, just to make sure. For 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight.
And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin.
That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch, there are already humans waiting out there with guns. He was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago? Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all cleared. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching some birdie get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's going wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rule the day they decided to tangle with a label. What time is it, Mr. Leon?
It's past 2.
We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not. I mean it.
Oh, my water. We found the connection between Booboo's death and the dome. There is clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time.
You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees.
Don't miss the forest for the trees. Huh? Takuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful? What is it? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom F is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Too bad Japanese. Look, it's spelled artful. What? Whoa, it is! I thought heartful just meant heartful. I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite artful. Right. It was probably something important given that it was an locked file.
Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history.
The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after mccringe died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then.
the only Dove agent in this school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen.
Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leon said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office or the library, perhaps? We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything?
I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any.
The library it is, then. And the mystery we have left to solve is... The bloodstained stranger Oko saw going into the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What with the headmaster dying, an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken, and it all... I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow. I still don't know where he came from.
He appeared along with the dome, and no doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I am sure its origins will become clear.
And mccringe's blue cement is the best clue we have.
For now, we shall forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird.
Right. That's that then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? Look for the bird. The blood-stained bird.
Do you have an idea?
I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason, don't I know somebody like that? Vague as always. We do have a time limit here.
Angel, maybe.
He must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuria was still in there? Let's go ask him again.
He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen him. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what is said is true, then he was lying.
Which would mean that the doctor was lying too.
Very well.
It was Higure Angel. Yuya! Salutations. How goes the investigation?
Well, just who do you think I am?
Yeah. Unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger go into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Nope, sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes! Ooh, no. As you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. The library. I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet. Nageki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind? An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library's a little ways away from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school.
Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves.
Really?
Well then, where are the school documents?
Probably not where just anybody can look at them.
They are probably somewhere on the back then. How dull. Come, let us search.
Right.
and none of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here, a line of incredibly dusty encyclopedias. That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. That's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pigeonation's history. It's not back here with a large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book?
It's not here.
Huh? You never left?
Is that a problem?
Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care.
The records.
Huh?
Keep looking there and you'll never find them.
So, you know where they are?
Yup.
Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives in here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them?
By request.
Request?
You don't know what that is?
He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain.
You can only get at them by request. They're not kept out here.
Then, where are they kept?
Behind the reception desk in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead.
There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true.
Thank you, Nageki, really. Don't worry about it.
You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please, try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking? To the bookshelves? Surely there are better users for your energy. No, Nageki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monotama. What is he talking about? Nageki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. Sakuya. Find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki?
Yes?
Are you a hallucination?
If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination.
Yeah, that's right. Does seem a little weird.
Doesn't matter. Maybe I am or maybe I'm not.
That doesn't answer anything.
This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I'll remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet?
Nageki, do you know something about that?
Huh? Disappeared.
I think I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said, too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him just as a hallucination. Request only books. Is this shop? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books that were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of St. Pigeonations. This? Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school, same year, Ichijo Kitsugu inaugurated as headmaster. 2180? Much more recent than I had thought. Only 8 years. I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer of student records in sports schools. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183 Medical Center shut down due to fire. Medical Center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student's guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does this say anything else?
Right here.
Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183 Medical Center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same, but that's... Nageki died 5 years ago? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him. Means he's a ghost. Don't say
these are dreadful things. It's unscientific. Tudi de Bolivian. Wait. Tudi de Bolivian. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but we couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. Where do we... The medical center sounds like a good place to go now. Indeed. Where is it? That's the problem. I never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burned to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate. It's not useful. What's wrong? This school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. This starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building? This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building. Ah! Did we come ill for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dusty in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records? There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library too. A bunch of old encyclopedias? Here. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library have the same binding. And in the place of volume 9, there's an extra copy of volume 6. Look, this copy of volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah, the other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library. If I did, it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and are yet to find what we're after. The stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall? Looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasants. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior on the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here? It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's document again. Yeah, let's head back. On hell! Did you hear something? Yes, someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Run! Yes! Stop! Ah! It's here! Wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small. So it is. Too small to be the scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from two? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel on hell.
Wasn't I trying to give him like a Spanish accent before?
I am the Crimson Fallen Angel on hell. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Textures Melody Funeris! Me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. He's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the Pact of Ord, I must seal you here now. Textures Melody Funeris Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judecca. Come! Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Holy shit, are we fighting?
We can't fight Angel, he's too powerful.
Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Goto takes 24 damage. Gota's turn.
Blue Moon Slash.
Goto unleashes Blue Moon Slash. Angel takes 78 damage. Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Jota takes 260 damage. Jota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage? Angel is shaken. I am shocked, Kawara. To think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory? I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon! What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese? Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space. as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you are a moth, allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiving. My entire blood seal calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh, what is it, Kawara? Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger San saw was... Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Bob and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the Tree of Blights, called out to me. He's asking you to say using words we understand. Hallowed Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah! I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant may refer as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come! And so we left the medical center. Takuya dragging Angel behind him.
Woo! Cool! This is the blessing stranger Oko-san saw!
How's that then? We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, would've. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless! The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edo Blau did venture within. Edo Blau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The apostle of the blue sky, Edo Blau. She also goes by mccringe booboo. Booboo went into the... What?
Maybe looking for Ryota? Are we getting a flashback? What's taking so long?
Oh, Booboo was in the infirmary yesterday after school, but the doctor and Yuya said that no one came and nothing happened. They're lying!
How many classes?
You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, father. Look at them crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as I live. Yes, father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again, do you understand? Yes, father.
Yuck, eugenics.
Japan? Yes, you'll be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya. Yes, father. Also, Dr. Iwamine is in residence at the institution you'll be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, father. Angel saw Boo Boo go into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? Must both be lying. Yuya's been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covered for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The Mongol could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamine. Not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue. Which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthy we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way to stop us. For sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakuya.
A moment, gentlemen.
Mr. Leon!
I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed.
What are these?
The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it.
You'll have more use for those than I, Kawara. Hold on to them. Right, thank you, Miss Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. The hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the doctor's power here. Return to the void, Wallenstein.
Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing.
Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. I have returned from Judecca to defeat you. As long as you live, Calamitous Sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair.
When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them.
Please, that isn't funny.
Yes. Come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym, okay?
No! Stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll! I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth.
Megalomania? Whatever do you mean?
Delusions of grandeur, eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic.
There would be no helping it then, would there?
He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy, though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time.
Did you say something just now, Doctor?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Excuse me.
Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawada go?
He is investigating another area at the moment. Only Dr. Iwamine of Nanaki here now. Isn't Sakazaki here?
I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose.
Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. He says, I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He does seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is palivelum, sir. It is no sense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You're renowned as one of the most intelligent bars in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be so praised by the heirs to the LaBelle family. Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I order the respect for you, doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the Lebel family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid that I know little of the fate of the drugs that I develop. The life of but one bug may not be significant to you, but we of the Lebel family will never forget. Ho ho ho! How wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect. Of course. The family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawada holds his, almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. Oh.
Ew, creepy.
Locked. It's locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think it's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see. Maybe that massive thing Mr. Leon gave me will do the trick. Yes! This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in the dim light. I need to look for evidence that Booboo was in here, quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember. I've been in here a lot every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Inside medical records? Probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 4 files. The names are Kawada Jota, mccringe booboo, Fujishiro Nagiki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Booboo and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nagiki. Looking closely, Nagiki's folder says St. Pigeonation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... Whoa! Ah! A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall, unconscious. Damn! Danganronpa moment. Where am I? Dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. Medical records are gone. Some bird took them? I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Ugh, darn it. Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere? Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk. In a corner I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is Booboo's student ID. There's blood on the corner, so it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. So what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who's doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Booboo. I need to talk with Sakuya. So, you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Sakuya! You again. When we go to the maintenance room, we need to talk. Very well. Mr. Shirogane. Yes, doctor? Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself. Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician? Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person. Not a healthy person?
The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know.
Yes? I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it really poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think?
Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records.
It is? I see. Thanks, I'll remember that. I tell Saku about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office. Meaning, Fuji Shiro Nagaki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center? I think so, yeah. I wondered about the other records too. Why you, me, and Booboo all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything? Not once. Nobility knows no illness. Yeah. I've never seen him sick and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. Bad. Because it is inconvenient to your theory, we must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth. Yes, so... maybe it's because he's not very active or because he never leaves the infirmary. But I guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blessed mongrel! No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Oh!
Hi! Hello! How was your stream? Hi, Raiders! I'm Melody Wisp, an asexual, aromantic, agender, trans, non-binary, neuroqueer, multiple-disabled, and neurodivergent Puerto Rican variety streamer. I'm also an accessibility provider and use stenography to write closed and open captions for fellow disabled people. If you want to learn about steno or accessibility, please ask. It's one of my special interests. I'm also an official Humble, Bundle, and Fanatical partner. Use commands Fanatical and Humble for more information. Happy Bad Boys Love. This is the bad boy ending, is what I read when I was trying to unlock the true ending. I still don't know what that means. And yes, Catboy Raid. Thank you, Breezy, vTuber, Kethelmaeus for the raid. I hope your last stream was nice. It did send off the the shout out did send off. I'm in the middle of course, the final ending for Hatoful Boyfriend. Our main character was brutally murdered and distributed across the school. A dome has appeared over the school. We learned that if the human representative were murdered, then the dome would come over the school, and then in 12 hours, humans would kill all the birds. There's a scarecrow walking around. And what else? What else happened so far? Yeah, we are Hatoful Boyfriend lovers over here. That's great. This game has been so fun and so different. I could have never expected this ending so far, honestly. Okay. Time for me to continue.
Salutations! Were you gossiping about me? Yuya! What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind. I am a bisexual bird. Don't let it get into your head, mongrel. We won't say anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips. You're very frank, Dota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass, dropped by an unkind lover. It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met mccringe in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So, you doubt me? I'd love to see your evidence. We found her ID stained with blood in the infirmary. You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything, sorry. I can't say anything at all. This is foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the...
Oh no, it's the scarecrow!
Run, you two! Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow.
Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go!
Rota seems to have left us in dust. Maybe we should hurry up a bit. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people.
Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel.
Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay?
You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you.
I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now?
Our ally?
Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu.
Takuya, you're okay! I was worried that maybe you got caught.
Indeed.
Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything. I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction. Wow, Yuya is so brave. Yeah. Maybe it's part of his training. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally. Our ally. Indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or... How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. What? I want to believe that he is not my enemy. Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspect is the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write a note and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. They keep bringing up these notes that I cannot see. I want to see the notes too. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one. Why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone. Can't do that, Sakuya. The doctor's dangerous. Basil is of the pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because this is what father told me. My brother,
born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy and pure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so?
Basically, the route was slightly changed in the HD version. The original has some sort of RPG element. Oh, really? That's interesting. Oh, hello again, Shirogane.
Where is the doctor?
He said he was going back to the infirmary. That's why you get notes and stuff? Oh! Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Damn, now I want to see those notes. He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there?
Thank you.
You're going right after him? Don't you want any tea? Well, be careful. He looked rather troubled. Hope he's alright.
Doctor. Mr. Shirogane, you look quite fatigued. Would you care rest for a little while? You're wrong, are you not, sir? Whatever could you mean? I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill mccringe? That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss mccringe. This is the truth. Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either, which raises the question. Did Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime? He cannot possibly be. I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself. The two of you did not kill her, but were involved? But then, who did kill her? Oh dear me, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose these are the limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say? Doctor, Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. Filthy, low-born mongrel. What? What are you saying, sir? I am not like Saka. You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawada has found almost everything he needs. More push and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane. A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? Can't think.
No, he's bleeding!
Takazaki! Stop that, Isa. I told you not to touch my brother. Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. I am unearthed? Who's... your wing? Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him himself, or that I wouldn't kill him. And after all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawada too. Yeah, you've always been like this. A coward and villain to the core. Oh, such flattery. What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this? I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawada as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why should I put up with your babbling now that I am done with you? I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane. No, don't move, Sakuya. Sakuya! Oh, Mr. Kawara, we were just discussing you. Yuya standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There's no question about what's happened. Doctor, thought it was you all along. Was it? I wonder about that. Ho ho ho. Pull yourself together, Sakazaki. Say something. Don't worry, he won't die just yet. I'm sure you'll enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want. Wait, doctor! Angel!
That's not Angel, that's a scarecrow!
The scarecrow! There you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go. Labor 9? Is that the scarecrow's name? So, he was working under the doctor this whole time.
Why are you using Angel's audio cues and getting her hope up? I know! he's the best!
Just a little more, Mr. Kawara. Do you think you'll remember soon? Stop running away! You killed Booboo! I'll never forgive you. I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you, deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawara. I reach out. Can't reach. The doctor and the scarecrow are gone. Don't go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Rota. A good man keeps his cool even in times like this. Don't speak! You're still bleeding! Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but... There are plenty of bandages here. Sakuya, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leon. Wait, Jota. I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance.
It's too late, Sakazaki. If you're involved, why didn't you tell us before?
We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill him. That is the truth.
But then why did he...
She died in this room after school yesterday. That is also the truth.
Then there was someone else?
Yes. Right as always, Sakuya.
And that third person killed Booboo? Who was it?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you that. I think I'll figure it out. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up. So you stuffed her into those boxes? It was the time. The doctor needed to be sure of when she'd be found. He decided morning would give time for the most humans to gather. I suppose he probably thought putting her in the print boxes was funny too. The most humans? Oh, it looks like I've stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have the resolve to go either way.
Oh, a centrist, huh? No one likes a centrist.
If only things had been a little different. I thought you said you'll be fine. Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Jota? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards.
This is why Sakuya treats you how he does.
Just for a little. I want to talk to Sakuya alone, my racist little brother. I love him.
You have a new father now, Yuya. He has a beautiful mansion, and you'll be moving there tomorrow. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says you can only feed you if you leave egg behind. Mother is sad.
He is her son too.
Kicks his ass one last time.
I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take Mother from him. Until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with the new father's child inside. I had hid him away in the mansion, and I switched them, so he will raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me, but he will love my brother. He will give him nice food and nice clothes on a nice bed. My brother will not know. No one will know but me. Father took the new egg, and I smashed it.
Damn, that's hardcore.
I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. We were never half-brothers. You are my real brother. Impossible! I am the heir of the Lebel family. Father told me so. Everyone told me so. I was raised for no other purpose. I never told anyone that I'd switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it to spite that man. I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury. You, under what authority? None. You're right. I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. Must have realized. I guess I was doing what he said all along. Since I took your lineage. The fact that I killed the Lebel, the other father's child, will never leave me. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. You can't let it stop you. I always worried about whether I should tell you or not. Now it's too late. So, fool! You deny me my lineage now? I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you. If I am not of the Lebel line, what am I? I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sakuya, and think about it long and hard. You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is, after all. No, wait, Sakazaki, stay with me. There was still much for you to tell me. It's been a long time since we talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg. Pull yourself together, Yuya. You can't live like this. You said that little scalpel like that couldn't kill you. I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin. You mean that scalpel, Ed? Come on, Sakuya. Leave your Usotsuki brother and go. Doctor must have a way out of you. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy. Yuya! Yuya!
Damn, Yuya just fucking died. They're falling like dominoes now.
It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time pass since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Certainly not one that appears on the official plans. Maybe. Under the medical center? But that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there anywhere you might have missed something?
Missed something. Or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look? Oh. That's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology in the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nagaki again.
You've thought of something.
Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better leave him alone. No, I'm worried about it too. Dating again. Where are you?
Nageki, there you are!
What is it?
I found out a lot about the school, and about you.
I suppose you know who I am then?
Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today, how are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets this school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you?
That might be so. Or it might not.
I saw in the school records, it says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center.
I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I can never leave.
Stopped you? In other words,
at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that.
So you didn't die in the accident?
Hangs his head.
Whoops. He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia?
You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here?
I would.
That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6.
Medical center has the same encyclopedias?
Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9.
But disorderly.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here.
Switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawada, try reading this copy of Volume 9.
Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but... It's a box? It's full of files. Some sort of document? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been...
What does it say? That one.
Let's see. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons. By humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. Meaning, this school has been being used for biological weapons development for at least 5 years? 2180. New strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki. It is lethal to humans and has been named Karen virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeon Nation's medical center.
Aaron virus? I've met. I always get very sick.
Are you remembering something?
I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference. Wanted to tell someone important what was happening. Was it? Really? Must have been my family. Right. Didn't I notice? Your help to see?
He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what it is.
Remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' face. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. One day, the endless routine was broken. Some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting,
"Free humanity! Free humanity!"
I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. Helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought.
You have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few.
I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. Nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation.
We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide anything you need. Oh, there is a hospital on the school grounds. We'll provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require.
I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him, but if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition, and so I enrolled in St. Pigeonate. I was still weak, so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. Vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of the summer, you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. So began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. Then the experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. In return, I killed another human which experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me. Lapse. Stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart, little by little. So I decided to end it all. Only one wish. Wanted to disappear from this world without a trace.
Damn, that is quite the reason for suicide.
The Chiron virus, the deadly gas that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus.
That was Operation Hatoful?
Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There would have been nothing left, but I am not here. Maybe there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. Mr. Kawada, you going to the basement?
I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here, alive, and to find out why they killed Booboo, I need to ask the doctor.
See, that encyclopedia. What else is inside?
Oh, a piece of paper folded up along with the files. This is a map of the medical center?
When I was in there, I went in through the medical center, but it must connect to the main building somewhere near here.
That looks like the gym, so those stairs are...
I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there.
The doctor's beneath the preparation room?
Thank you, Nagaki. I have to go. I think you will be seeing me again. Cringe as well.
Oh my god. They really put everything. They're like, this game's about birds, so how about we go a little silly with it? How about we do something a little serious? Huh? How about we talk about war orphans? What is this, Gundam? A staircase in the preparation room. I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be.
If the scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. 7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours until we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. Pudding God is great.
Pudding God is great, but what about iron-blooded orphans?
I try to watch Iron-Blooded Orphans, and I think I got really bored after the 3rd episode, and I could not continue.
We don't know for sure if there's... Whoops.
We don't know for sure if there's an escape room in the basement, but it's our best bet. Haven't gotten to it yet?
There's so much Gundam that I keep trying to start at the beginning, and I keep stopping.
Maybe we should get everybody from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs.
Leave that to me.
Mr. Leon!
I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry, I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Now then, thank you, Mr. One.
Aren't you going with him, sir?
I'm going to come with you, Kawara. We never know what could happen.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous.
He hasn't fallen asleep once. Autoimmune condition who?
What about you, Sakuya? You two go at it. I'll catch up with you. Right, okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay? Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's going on in his mind. He doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. I guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back to warn you and the others, Mr. Leon.
Understood. Gunmen's Operation Breakout it is then.
Not so fast. Angel! What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around. Textores Melody Funus. You travel now to the abyss of despair, do you not? The abyss of despair? I sense human sports far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone. The Wallenstein guy is the doctor, right? Okay, we're coming for you, Wallenstein. Wait, Angel, we need to be careful. Wait!
He certainly is lively. Let's go!
I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland.
Yes. Not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either.
This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it.
Can you think of
anything, sir? Like a hidden door or...
I don't come here very much, so... Do you feel a draft?
A draft?
There are no windows in here. Must be coming in from the basement.
Be silent, my crimson breast. We must hold it back, or the eulogy of doom will. Gate of Erebus, guide me to the abyss. Wait, calm down, Angel, you can't...
Oh, there it is. So it's behind the mirror all along?
He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he? Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak. Let us proceed, Textores Melody of Funus. The master of the abyss awaits us below. A long, dark staircase runs downwards behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance into a subway tunnel. Let's go.
Very impressive.
This is a lot fancier than I expected. Never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Booboo, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet.
I don't see any birdie. I wonder if it's closed now.
Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility's been shut up.
I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on.
Hey, Angel, which way do you think we should go to find the doctor? That would be... my crimson breast murmurs. The midnight hunter approaches. Oh! Couldn't you have said so earlier?
Oh dear, if we don't get past him, we can't go on.
We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided. But all we ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we?
We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon?
A weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leon left me. Will it even work on a scarecrow?
Maybe not at normal output, but it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected.
The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water.
Oh yes! That's a good idea.
What? What did he even say?
There's a fire hose in the wall there, if we time it right.
Mr. Nanaki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the hose. Of course!
Ready?
He points the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve. Angel, sir, get back! I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. You go. Nanaki, do you want to take over for Angel's homeroom teacher? Expert translator, yeah. I feel bad for his homeroom teacher. Dude must be like, oh, I feel so bad about this student of mine. He keeps saying all these things that don't make no sense. All I want to do is nurture his soul. But unfortunately, I just don't understand him. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still. We had to take the windows out for the safety of the other birdies. He keeps crashing into them. We cannot allow this to keep happening. We had to replace it with candy glass, so that at least when he breaks the windows, left behind are tasty treats. We did it.
Electricity is a powerful thing indeed.
The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come. Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards! Restful. What am I doing here? A Lubel is not allowed to hesitation. No, I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. Foolish. No, not ish at all. I am a fool. I have been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime of which only he knew. I have been nothing but vain and selfish. Character development. Nice. What should I do, Yuya?
Goku! It is Sakuya! Sakuya is here!
Leave. No one wanted you to come here.
Go! Cuckoo! Everyone is leaving! It is a grand daring escape! Cuckoo! Sakuya will find girl with Oko-san! Away we go!
Shut up! Don't talk to me!
Who? Sakuya weeps?
No, I do not. It's raining on my face.
Cuckoo! Is Sakuya in pain? That is bad. We must do something about it. Cuckoo! Oko-san used healing touch!
Confound you! Must not repeat.
Cuckoo! Oko-san knows! Oko-san heard that Yua has gone somewhere far, far away. We'll never see him again.
So they told you.
Coo, do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? This is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the other brides have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave? What kind of fool would?
Coo! Oko-san knows! The author to ball, so we've won far enough. We will find him.
What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head irked. Except I'm a mongrel too. Poor mongrels who do not notice even their own error, that is.
Cuckoo! Oko-san is not a mongrel. Coo! Sakuya, Yuya, and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed.
Is that your argument? That isn't even. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. I am myself?
Cuckoo! It is time to go! Oko-san and friends are late! Coo! Kick race into the curb! Time to blast out of this person and find Yuya!
Oko is always swimming with useless energy, as he was. Am I the same for else? We'll never see him again, no matter how far we run. But if he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, mopping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him, but I will find myself. Let us go, Oko. There is nothing more for us here.
Cuckoo! Saka is best when he acts cool. After Ryota, full speed ahead!
The demon spores are thick in air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far. I'm in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was that just an Angelism?
There's some very advanced equipment in here, and these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use?
There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register? Look, your name's here too, Angel. The Dark Grimoire. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy.
They have notes on some of the students too. Under Higure, he acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited, not currently applicable to combat.
I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Grizzin Angel of Judeka, destined to wander this earth alone. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic.
It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kawara?
Oh? I was invited too. I don't know why.
Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's.
No, the black miasma of inevitable. No, the black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us.
Could you wait a minute, Kawara?
What is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to...
I want to ask you something first, Kawara. You lied, did you not?
Huh? Lied? Me?
I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot? Even though it was just yesterday.
Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakuya, I don't know anything about it. We had to ask the doctor.
I see. Let's go on then.
Mr. Nanaki follows Anhil down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Booboo's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something? But that seems too simple. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. Nageki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. Wonder what would have done. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or?
You're late, Mr. Kawara. I have grown tired of waiting.
The dark sorcerer, Wallenstein.
Doctor!
It wasn't just Booboo. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been. Why are you doing this?
Must I repeat myself? I told you before, I merely disassembled Miss mccringe after the fact. I did not kill her.
Do you think I care?
It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed a mccringe Booboo?
Do not listen to the dark sorcerer's winds. The extorious melody of Funus. He will lay a spell on you.
Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself?
An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off.
Oh dear, we appear to be shut in.
No, the dark spell. What are you doing?
Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek.
You have done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here too. Nothing you can say to me will change my mind.
How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hatoful.
Operation Hatoful. The plan to wipe out humanity with the Karen virus.
Precisely. Oh, it does make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You are exemplary. Oh. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful, quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Karen virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have had to send live carriers into their society and allowed it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Karen virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Karen able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate. You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself. Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the test of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly, it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death, but thankfully, we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept them to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive.
When you're doing unethical experiments and for some reason your test subject has morals. I know, right? How inconvenient. Like, he cares about suffering in life? And he doesn't like being used to torture and kill other people? That is so weird. It looks like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way?
Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nagaki's.
Compromise the immune system? They die!
Indeed. Even if the subject were able to become a carrier for the Karen virus, if they died to some other infection, it would all be for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara. I give you full marks.
Full marks?
My head hurts, almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain.
Are you okay, Jota? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were alright.
Boo-boo came to the infirmary. See, me? You have come this far. I am sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot? Everything is hazy. I think my stomach's acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Aomina gives me and lie down, but my body's still heavy. Tired.
Are you okay, Ryota?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were alright.
Boo-boo is reaching towards me.
Wanna go home? I'll walk you.
Her hand stops. Boo-boo falls to her knees, clutching her chest.
Ryota, I can't breathe.
Oh, she can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange, almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Boo-boo. See you tomorrow. She fell down before my eyes. The experiment was a resounding success. Miss mccringe displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Karen virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system which leads to widespread apoptosis in the lungs, but more simply, any human who comes into contact with you will die. See? You're lying! Pooper and I were together since we were children. Of course, I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Recognize this? The scarecrow's head? Yes. Alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the labor model new humans, developed by Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had it patrol the building. And now, the next question. What is inside this bag? A human's head? No. Close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss mccringe's head sent to your classroom. You notice anything missing? Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean Booba's brain? Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss mccringe did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in labor 9, she has lost much of her personality. Then she's alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain? Can we still call that alive? Alive or not? I don't know anymore. Can you save her? That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death, but really it's quite vague. Her personality still remains in this world up until a few innits ago. But you gave poor Label 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss mccringe's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, today her mind. You're a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawara. I killed Booboo. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way? This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You're all but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Miss mccringe told me long ago? Come, follow me. He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Booboo was gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose. You are obedient, Mr. Kawada. Wait, next door is Melody Funus. The demon spores are the stickiest that way. You would not be able to return.
That's right. The doctor is probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back!
Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas?
These presents. Mystic Phantom, the avatar of miasma.
You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higure?
Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Booboo's parents. Said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came, spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered, I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Booboo continued,
I agree. I would do anything to make Ryota's wish come true.
The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen.
More pressure! Experiment!
When we were children, right? That was you. That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see. 8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Booboo's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight. You and Miss mccringe both said you would be glad to die to bring it about. And so, I am carrying out your wish just as you had stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see. Why did he choose me back then? Choose you? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, had a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujishiro Nagaki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish. Though, I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you.
I don't care about anything now. Booboo is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore.
Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara.
Oh, my crimson breast senses stick.
Talking will just make it worse, Higure. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe.
Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and Coo! Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I'll try to open the cage, Oko. You see to the guests. Cuckoo! Oko-san shall not fail!
Much better. No one can say you slack off as a student president, Shirogane.
The Crimson Breast shall not forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kawara go?
Cuckoo? Were you separated? Did Rota wander off and get lost? No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor.
Carried off?
Cuckoo! Oh no! No, the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak.
If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you never speak in... Whoops. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon?
That is that not a slur? Did he just call him like a half-breed or something? But old-timey? He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon.
What?
He can explain while we walk, assuming I don't run out of breath.
Very well. Let us proceed. Kawara, are you alive?
Crew! Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryota is not normal.
Miserable medical man, what have you done to him?
Why, if it isn't the son of the noble Lobel family, what is one of your prestige doing here?
Ho ho ho. Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara?
I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race.
Kawara would wish for no such thing. He was never armed like you men. Right, Kawara?
It seems he is hesitant to agree with you. Ho ho ho.
Bah!
He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him. It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it.
He has but little time? What does this mean?
His duty now is to fly around the world spreading the seeds of throughout all of humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task.
Crew! Do not fear! Oko-san will stop Rota here now! There he goes!
Mr. Kawada has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity.
He's been brainwashed? We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and you are sent flying just like that. How can we keep an ear?
Kawada is very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure.
What, him? He's nuts. Black Bean Domna. There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait, Kawada, stop! Ah!
Oh dear, there goes Shirogane.
The demon red eye speaks. Seal the disaster with the power of the chosen one. It's reacting. How is that fire is unable to affect him? What is he doing?
Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real.
Mental restraints? Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual. The demon red eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the funeral song.
Boo! Okasan attack! Okasan cannot possibly lose to the fight with Ryota! There we go. Perfect.
We're supposed to convince Ryota to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? This is madness!
Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it.
Prepare yourselves. We fight, brethren, bound with the red lotus fetters. Ryota, textures melody of funis appears. Angelstone. Your wings awaken. Textures melody of funis. Now is the time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of the red lotus. Sun's turn.
Cuckoo! Coo! A violent Ryota is not a good Ryota! Come to your senses! Kazuaki's turn. We're all trying our best for you, Kawada. Come back to us. This is what we call the power of friendship in anime.
Sakuya's turn. Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawada. This is not the path you must travel.
Jeez, Ryota, you're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character this story needs. Wake up already, Ryota!
Ryota was defeated. Kawada, pull yourselves together. Do you want this? No, I don't.
Cuckoo! Ryota's a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make anyone sad. The remitter reactivated? Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet.
Disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important.
I suppose this means my data was insufficient. This is the end, dark sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the crimson breast. But Angel, it's not just his fault. Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you. Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish? Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end. You must have had a reason.
You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything. The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting, I assure you. But doctor, friendship, and anime! Come to your senses!
Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these?
What is it, sir? You seem excited.
It's amazing. The healers we got earlier.
Healers?
Ah, the Gila cells from last month. Yeah, them. From the unusual old human.
Hating science even after death. Can't we at least call the samples by their proper name?
You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully.
Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead.
Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality.
This. Indeed. These results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these.
It's all about Aida.
Or intuition?
That too. Kawarad Yuji. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside.
It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now.
It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense, and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life.
Sophistry.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one?
I didn't ask you to pick it up for me.
Here, take it. It's not like we're running out.
Sound like a pushy salesman.
Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've been doing fine so far.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something?
What is it, sir? I am somewhat busy.
You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I've died of old age before I got to ask.
Talking like this gets us nowhere.
Guess what? I had a kid.
I see. Omerito.
What? Don't you have anything else to say?
Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect.
Hey, good morning, Issa. I brought you something cool.
What is it?
A fossil. Look at it. It's huge!
You act like an excited child.
Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse bridge.
I will carry on your research while you are out then. Go on.
Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, wanna come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one at the start of the month.
While I am interested in your work, sir, I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time.
Yeah? I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast.
Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I will make sure to open time in my schedule, though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time we returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to this disease. So I was sure that he would die in his examination room surrounded by his family.
Issa, I always knew this was a possibility.
Yes, sir.
I don't regret the way I did things.
No, sir.
But I just remembered, I do have one regret.
Yes, sir. I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I'd promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He never asked for anything, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father.
That was Iwamina, sorry.
Haha. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well. I shall remember.
You should have been more specific, old man. Yeah. You spelled doom for your son, unfortunately.
Very well. I shall remember. What is his name?
Ryota. It's Kawara Ryota.
You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings, and I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you were ahead?
Oh, okay. So we have an evil queer. An evil gay.
Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated.
He said, your mom isn't important, it's just your daddy.
But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
I don't know where you got the rest of those genetics, but I'm not acknowledging them. True.
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill. Kawara Ryuji, all I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home.
Whoops! He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will?
You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. It was love. A one-sided, unrequited love. Gay love. Gay bird love. I doubt that there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me. And you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would. So, are you dissatisfied with something?
A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them? That is the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago.
What absurd contract was this? There is no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father's no longer in this world. There's no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Ho 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 ho. Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well, the contract ends today, and I must admit defeat. It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss.
We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you are still alive, gentlemen. Mr. Leon! I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym.
You know what? Fuck your dad. I'm normal now. I'm straight now. I ain't no gay. Gay what? Gay was yesterday. Straight is now.
Wow, it's like something out of a science fiction movie. I bet it was built by MIBs. Rad! Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway. Mr. Shiragane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear.
I am grateful to you.
The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here.
Correct. Do not fear. I shall lead you to it.
Cuckoo! The doctor's even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here. Is that everyone? Thank God. Tarigo, Kawada. Can you stand? Yeah, but we need to bring mccringe with us.
I think everyone else has gone outside.
Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment. Your words are haughty and immature as always. Do as you please. If you can. I will indeed. Remember my face, villain. Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to... Doctor? A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses. Madness! There shall still be time before the humans. Mr. Nanaki? A pistol is in his hand. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. And...
This is the end of your research.
Nanaki, what? Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we...
A fair trial? What do you think, Doctor?
Well, I am impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side.
But of course. Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwami. No, Isa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nagaki?
Nagaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is that it? Oh, I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail.
Damn, plot twist! I did not see that coming.
Tori. Nagaki, are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else. I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? I know we're short in money. That's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry. You're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than me after all. You don't think I should be working? No, that's not what I meant. Just can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. And help. My body like this, I can't work. Go to school. That's how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nagaki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? September 2nd, 2180. Hatoful house, where the rest of the war orphans and I live together.
I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home. Every Friday, we all gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school. There are those who work like me, and children like Nagaki, who stay home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pull our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles.
It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back! It's dangerous! Hey you, are you listening?
I remember angry shouts coming from every direction. I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only things I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today, no matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses in ruin. And Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why did they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why?
Dori, you were outside. Good.
Nagaki, you're alive!
Everyone else?
Nagaki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nagaki, you're afraid? Sorry.
Wasn't your fault, Hitori.
Wasn't here when you needed me.
Don't apologize, Hitori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too.
I found him then. I didn't notice, but the human corpses in that room had been shot. This will be our room from now on. The house is too big for just the 2 of us.
Right.
Little lonely.
Yes. What should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help?
You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? I noticed almost as soon as we'd moved out of Hatoful house. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. Painful to watch. But really just his weak body? Didn't do anything. Did we get a doctor, Nagaki?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nagaki, wait! You still have a fever! Don't worry about the dishes, I'll take care of them!
I told you I'm fine.
Don't say how you feel outright. I'll feel better too, Nagaki. Okay?
But
how about this? Now on, I'm fine isn't allowed.
what do you?
Whenever you say you're fine, you never are.
Okay.
Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow I'm taking you to a doctor.
This is highly unusual. Nagaki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system.
Impairs his immune system?
All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nagaki's is abnormally weak.
That's why he gets sick easily?
Indeed. He can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning.
Cure him? I'll find whatever money it takes. The only family I have left.
I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. Sorry, but I can't help him.
We went to many hospitals and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone please save Nagaki. Anyone will do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us, and now this? Someone please help us. Narika! 2 soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at the St. Pigeonatius Medical Institute, and Mr. Isa Soma.
I've received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nagaki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonation. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeonations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located in the school grounds. Propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family. If you are interested, contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Isa Soma.
This is amazing, Nagaki! I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. Never expected an invitation like this.
I want to go. I want to stay with you, Hitori.
But you'll be able to go to school. I can only teach you what I know, but there's a lot that I don't know. You'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will help with your illness so you won't have to be sick.
Do you not want me here, Hitori?
Of course I do. But I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'm lonely by myself. But I can wait until you're better. Come strong, Nagaki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you, however long it takes.
Okay.
And so Nagaki enrolled in St. Pigeonations. There had been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after that, I was with Nagaki. I was lonely living by myself at the first time, but I was more worried about Nagaki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he will have an easier life there than here, and most importantly, he'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, I sent a lot of letters home.
I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Isa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one with an unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and the same temperature. Miss you, Hitori. I'm fine. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me.
I was worried. Nagaki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Isa, but he always replied with,
Progress is good and everything is fine.
Everything is fine. Why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really alright. He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need to go to the entrance to the basement. That was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but by panicked researchers. All shouting the same thing, all heading for their exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire! Subject 00 set a fire! Call the fire department! Black smoke rose towards me from the inner corridors. Nagaki. Where is Nagaki? Nagaki! Say something, please! Where are you? It's happening again. Nagaki needs me, and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with this foul stench, but I run onwards anyway. Nagaki is there in a room filled with fire. Nagaki! It's me, Hitori! I'm here to save you!
Hitori.
What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get out of here!
I'm sorry.
His face is clouded. He shuts the door and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door, Nagaki!
Hitori, I can't go outside anymore. can't live anymore.
What did they do to you? I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better, thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nageki, please! Come home with me to our home!
Listen, Hitori. I've recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. It's the only way. Stop them.
What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die.
Can you do me a favor, Hitori?
Anything, please.
Please, make sure there is nothing left of my body. Uzune Hitori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it would seem that our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face.
Nageki. He's calling. Calling me, you know? Isa, I came to greet Nageki. Where is he?
I see you are losing hold of your sanity.
I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. He told me what you were doing to him here, but then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Isa. Waiting for you to open this place again. Ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nageki.
There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nageki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawada's body.
You won't die just yet, Isa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nageki? I have to take him home now.
If by Nageki you mean what was left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kawada's liver. The cells from his body that contain the Keiron virus are now inside Mr. Kawada, parasitizing him.
Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Isa. Hang on just a little longer, Isa. I need to ask Nageki what he thinks we should do with you.
Mr. Nageki comes over to me, the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class.
Can you hear me, Nageki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now.
So, it's me, Kawada Ryota, from your class. Please snap out of it. I don't know what happened in the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place.
Can you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawada.
He points the gun at Sakuya. Sakuya, he's serious.
It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawada. Let's go into that room, just the two of us.
What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door! Open it, I say!
Isa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is the liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kawada?
Sir, Nageki would never have wanted this.
He stares thoughtfully at my stomach,
a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much fat into that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist.
Nageki. 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 Can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me, what part of Kawada do I need to cut open to find you? Nageki. 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 Nageki, Nageki, Nageki!
So listen to me! He moves the knife from one place to another as if making an estimation.
Oh, I see. Hide and seek! I'll look as hard as I can then. A little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nageki. Together.
Stop it, Hitori.
The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nagaki's voice. I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me. Mr. Kawada, let me use your body for a bit. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me, Hitori?
Of course. Talked with you every night. You told me, Nagaki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Isa.
No, Hitori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? The second thing.
Remember. Of course I remember. Let's go home.
Listen, Hitori. I'm no longer here. I can no longer go home with you.
Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Isa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that.
No, it wasn't him.
Don't worry, Nagaki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry.
Hitori, I never asked for you to come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge.
Who was it?
Nagaki.
Nagaki. Nagaki.
I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not give Tori.
Sorry, Nagaki. And I know that no apology will ever fix it.
So, what? There is a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine. Come for me, Hitori.
I'm here. I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone.
You'll never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever.
What you want, isn't it? You want me to carry this pain? I will, Nagaki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't.
He's crying. Tortured by his own shadow.
Sorry, Nagaki. Sorry.
Tori, I don't want you to be in pain. He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him. Yes. Tori, I was tortured by them here in this place. It was terrible. Isa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki. So, you and Nagaki both lost those most important to you to strafe. You should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain.
If I hadn't been there, Nagaki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nagaki. If I had been better, this would never have happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt pain.
Sir, what? The time Nagaki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be able to be together with loved ones, too. Nagaki is glad he got to be with you, sir. There's nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I will tear it again, and again, and again. That is your punishment. It'll be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori. Please, Hitori. Listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You have been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain.
You asked me for two things, Nagaki. The first was, come save me. So
Listen to me, Hitori. My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Chiron virus. That virus must disappear, my body with it. It'll bring only sadness as long as it remains.
You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Isa. on all those who brought you pain. Yes, I need to grant this wish. I need to.
Hitori! No, Hitori. That was not my wish. Remember, Hitori. Remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family. We need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki?
I'm fine. Sorry. It would be easier for you without me, right?
Why do you think that?
Heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So, you would be better off without me.
Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen, maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy.
Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't a burden to you.
Stop that already! You've never been a burden to me. Here, have some millet. Eat well and we can sleep well too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever.
Yes. Yes. My second wish was live, Hitori. Live and be happy.
Nageki, happy? You're gone. I can't be with you anymore.
Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first, I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawada now, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone.
Yet, Nageki, I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you.
We've stayed here too long, Hitori. We have to move on. Don't worry. We'll meet again somewhere, sometime. Mr. Kawada, thank you. Kawada, are you unearthed? Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have diverged themselves in their sequence long ago. Nanaki, I will not forgive this man. Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time. Indeed. Nageki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep snooping around. Started debating if he can live and be happy after killing Shu. True. I'm staying here with Booboo. What are you saying, Kawada? Come with us at once.
I see. Kawada.
I thought you would say that. The Keiron virus has by now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death. What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there is a way to remove the virus. Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious.
Even if he were to remove the tissues from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus. Madness! Lunacy! Same goes for Miss mccringe's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labor Nye's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there is no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable.
With current medical technology, anyway. Hirogane, go outside.
Do you mean to leave Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run?
We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. Think. That Nagaki would say the same.
Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts in the matter.
I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Takuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day? Listen, Kawara. Alubel, no, I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive. Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. A lot sure happened today, booboo.
Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Gyota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here and not even knowing what's going on.
Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story.
Yep. So will you fill me in, please?
I guess we have plenty of time for it.
I would miss eating udon. But having you here makes things at least a little better, right?
Where do I start? Everything that has happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. There's plenty of time to talk about it all.
Oh! The game's over!
Damn, have a very hatoful life, am I right? Damn! This game had fucking everything in it. It had a chunibyo. It had strife. It had tragedy. It had experiments. It had war, genocide, war orphans. No birds were harmed during the making of this game. Good. Except for Shu. Now that's one bad birdie. If you're planning to check out Holiday Star, I have it downloaded actually. I didn't think that it would take me like 2 hours and 50 minutes to get through the ending. And let's look at the gallery. Ah, it filled out. Uzune Hidori. Ah, okay. It's got the character for Bird right there, Tori. That's cute. This is sound. Isa Soma. Is that Element? Kawara Yuji. Aw, this is so cute. It's Daddy! Daddy Bird!
Thanks for playing!
What a special game. There's an epilogue if you get all the endings. Oh my god, I'm missing some stuff. I'm missing 2, 3, and 5.
can speed through. I missed an epilogue? Huh. Let me check this. Okay. I've unlocked 12 out of 16 statements. Oh, I have to get all 14 endings, I see. Well, I can do that real quick, right? I mean, I have minutes left. The regular Sakuya ending. I thought this wouldn't be necessary. Hatoful Boyfriend. Okay. The skipping takes a while to get through, so might go over your remaining time. That's fine. Okay. So I need the regular Sakuya ending. A normal end and a true end has a proper conclusion. You will need to do both versions in order to unlock the BBL epilogue. To get its full ending, you need to study music every day in order to have your charisma set as high as possible. Get its normal ending, do everything the same, but while studying some other subject like math. Okay. And then there's a list of things to do. So booboo. Mccringe. Okay. Now, first thing is join the student council. A normal life. Nagi. Yuya and Sakuya. Oh shit, I should have. Damn, I can't. I should have saved before. It's joined the student council. And do everything the same, but while studying some other subject like math. Vice President. Then it's talk to Sakuya.
Go to the cheerleaders. I'm off to bed. Thank you for Hatoful. It's been great. Thank you for the raid and have a great rest. Thanks for sticking around for so long. Go to the store. That's a little rude. Become a famous artist. No, thank you. Math. Probably Saklia. Help too. Forget it. Invite Saklia. Return to my glorious abode. Invite him. Oh, look. Okay, I'll continue this, Nick. I have it all set up so that I can just roll through the last 3 endings and then get the BBL epilogue. Now, let's let's, oh, 5 people including myself. Okay, let's do a raid. What are we raiding? Rating. Alamagle is currently drawing Pokemon from memory. That sounds fun. Okay, I'll probably be back in a couple hours to play Crash Bandicoot. And if not, then see y'all tomorrow.